in a hot, dense state that nearly 14 billion years ago expansion started. Wait, the earth began to cool, the autotrophs began to drool, Neanderthals developed tools, we built a wall. We built the pyramids, math, science, history, unraveling the mystery that all started with a big bang.
Christmas, the holiday of the year that brings everyone together and makes people wanna get along and give and forget about the parts of the year that they could have done without. Honestly, I'm relieved that the year is coming to a close, as we prepare for a new year and look back on the past year on everything that's happened. What was the worst? Another day closer to Christmas.
We have to get inside and watch the news right now.
Why? What's gotten into them? Good evening, you're watching GNN with Scott Heath. There's a monster winter storm that's coming to America that's gonna be combined with some very cold air that's coming from Siberia, one of the coldest countries in the world. It's expected to land next week, less than a week before Christmas when everyone is traveling for the holidays. The northern states are gonna get as cold as 30 to 50 below zero. Even as far south as Tennessee is supposed to reach zero. On Christmas Eve, northern Florida is even supposed to be 10 to 15 degrees. Many flights are likely going to be cancelled or delayed. As for the roads, there will most likely be black ice. Be extremely careful when driving. If you haven't planned to travel for the holidays, your best bet is to stay home. This could be the coldest we've had in decades. But, in other news, today marks the 20th anniversary of Popoten, the Japanese visual novel that inspired the Caramel Dancing meme. Why did this game never become popular until 2006, when the meme was made? Well, these anime games and TV series sometimes just get old because there were many of them as they were popular in America in the 90s and 2000s. Not that they're not still popular today, but that was when they really first started to become popular. The story is apparently of a kid wandering into a mansion and meeting three girls who are sisters, who were creeped out at first, especially when he saw one of them naked. But became friends. That was 20 years ago. Nowadays, if you do that, they'll most likely kick you straight to jail. Man, I miss the 2000s.
Yes, it's the 20th anniversary of Popoten, a big milestone for the game that inspired Caramel Dancing, a big success especially during a storm.
Oh my god, did you girls just hear there's a big winter storm coming for us? I just heard it on the news. We might have to rethink our Christmas plans.
Oh, we definitely heard about that.
It's the last day before winter break. However, I'll only be able to drive you Dan and Josh to school because I desperately need to get to another meeting. Stephanie and Victoria, your mother will be driving you in today.
I'll be down in a minute, girls. I just need to text another invitation to the Christmas reunion we're going to.
We'll further discuss our plans when we're all home tonight. Okay, let's hit the road. Wait a minute, what the fuck are you doing?
It's time to go.
Let's go!
What the fuck is wrong with you? It's the last day of school of 2022. Yeah, we'll all come back on January 3rd, 2023. Man, it feels like a few days ago it was 2021. But Shit. So, this is the plan. Christmas was a disaster cause of the storm, so to make up for it, we'll be going to Times Square for New Year's Eve. And yes, Dan and Josh, Jillian is invited. Wow, we actually got a good spot in the crowd. Good evening New York City, Times Square. Welcome everyone who's here in Times Square and watching at home. This is Ryan Seacrest and Stephen Heath. Happy New Year's Eve. Tonight it's gonna be 2023. It's 11:55 and 5 minutes. It'll be 2023. We hope everyone had a good year. 2022 was much better than 2021. COVID-19 is officially over with nowhere, except for doctors' offices and hospitals, requires the use of a face mask anymore. Also, the Stanley Parable finally after all these years got a sequel called The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. It has pretty much all new endings along with the original endings. Tubers like Markiplier and Jacksepticeye all did a gameplay on it as they played the original almost a decade ago. However, there's still no sign of Manchurian Tail returning to YouTube, even after a year and a half of being inactive. This is concerning as next month on January 31st is his 10th anniversary on YouTube. Maybe, just maybe he'll hopefully remember it's his 10th anniversary and return. We're down to 3 minutes left until the new year. We're gonna end off tonight with Jen Michelet's For Stall Dig.
Ska ni få se, kom igen. Så jag ska vara med. Tura på era fötter och vicka era höfter och la-la-la. Gör som vi, till denna melodi. Dansa med oss, klappa era händer. Gör som vi gör, ta några steg åt vänster. Lyssna och lär, missa inte chansen. Nu är vi här, vi karamelldansen. Saxofonen där redan förstås. Rösten kommer alla som klarar oss. Om igen, vi tar stegen om igen. Tura på era fötter och vicka era höfter och la-la-la. Gör som vi, till denna melodi. Kom och dansa med oss, klappa era händer. Gör som vi gör, ta några steg åt vänster. Lyssna och lär, missa inte chansen. Nu är vi här, vi karamelldansen. Klappa dina händer, gör som vi gör, ta några steg åt vänster. Slå missa inte chansen, nu är vi här med karamelldansen. Dansa med oss, klappa era händer. Gör som vi gör, ta några steg åt vänster. Lyssna och lär, missa inte chansen. Nu är vi här med karamelldansen. Dansa med oss, klappa era händer. Gör som vi gör, ta några steg åt vänster. Lyssna och lär,